Hi, my name's Dion Leadham. I work as a pen salesman at WC Penfold Stationers, but I also have my first feature film sort of slowly but surely moving towards production. I'm the screenwriter on the film. Uh, my background is a visual arts degree majoring in video production at the University of Newcastle and an honours year in communication studies also at Newcastle. Then after that, I went into film festivals for a while. Worked at a national low-budget festival in Newcastle for a couple of years, which I ended up directing, and also worked at Tropfest for a while. How I came to write my feature is a friend who I'd made some short films with rang me and said, asked would I like to volunteer on the Sydney 2000 Olympics. Which I wasn't too keen about because I'd done a lot of volunteer work on the low budget festival. When he told me that we'd be the only official camera crew in the Olympic villages, I thought, well, that's too good a chance to pass up. Who gets to see that? And so I said, yeah. And the third person on the crew was a documentary producer named Vic Carlson, who was interested in moving into drama, and he asked me over lunch one day, what was I working on, because I told him I was interested in writing, and I had an idea I'd had about 10 years before that had sat in a drawer, and I just dusted it off and sort of realised it needed an extra character to give it a bit more dynamics. And he liked the idea, and 2 weeks later he took me to lunch again and said, can you write me a treatment? I'd like to buy your idea. And that's where we got started. That was in July 2001, so it's sort of a bit over 9 years in development, which the average time for an Aussie film is 7 to 9 years, so I think we're sort of still within ballpark. Because Vic's background was in documentary, he brought a more experienced producer on board, Jenny Day, who her main film credits she's the producer of the Gillian Armstrong documentaries in the Not 14 Again series, most recently Love, Lust and Lies. She's also a co-producer on Radiance and production manager on Mad Max, so a long history in the industry. We'd had a director on board for a couple of years, James Bogle, who made In the Winter Dark and Clothes for Winter. But he dropped out because he didn't want to make another dark-themed, low-budget film. And luckily, Jeff Burton, from Some of Us and best known as a DOP on everything from The Year My Voice Broke to Blessed and Akokonos last film. Jenny's a friend of his and asked him to read the script just to give some feedback to see if we needed to make any changes. And he said, I'm interested in directing. So he's signed on board. At the moment we're looking for finance and we'll start the casting process, and hopefully sometime in 2011 we go into production and the whole thing gets done.